Thomas, and I'm the Director of Educational Research Techniques. This is Easier, Practical Applications of Machine Learning Algorithms in R. And we are now in Unit 4, Lesson 2, or you can say Lesson 4.2. And we've been looking at classification rules. And in this particular video, we're going to focus on the data preparation aspect of the experience in this chapter. So let's go ahead and move over to RStudio. So in the upper left-hand corner here, you can see that I have my code available here for what we're going to be doing in this particular video. So you can see right here, let me see, that we have all the things we need. So in line 2, we load our packages. So we're using the ECDAT, RWECA, and the caret package. ECDAT is where our data comes from. More about that in lines 3 and 4. RWECA is the package that has the classification rules, and we're going to use the caret package for creating our training and test sets. Now in lines 3, we have the name of the actual data set we're going to be using called males. So I'm going to go ahead and load that. And if you ever want to know more about a particular data set, you can just type in a question mark slash and then the name of, question mark and the name of the package. The name of the data set, and you can get more information. So let me zoom in so you can see this a little bit better. It's off here in the right corner. So you can see here males, ECDAT package, wages and education of young males. This is how many observations are there, 4,306 interviews over several years. And we're looking at, these are the variables that are available inside the package, and the source of where it came from. All this information is provided by R when you type question mark and then the name of either the package or the function or the data set that you want to learn more about. So having said that, I'm going to zoom out now. So we're going to get an idea of the structure of the data by using the str function followed by the name of the data set inside parentheses. So let me go ahead and give you some space here. So this tells us, how many observations, the year the data was collected, school experience, amount of work experience that they have. That'll be important for us, whether they belong to a union. And so one characteristic you can see of this data already is that there's a lot of categorical variables in this particular data set. So we have 12 variables altogether, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are categorical data. Now remember that classification rules work better when you have a large amount of categorical data. So this is one reason why this data set was chosen. Now moving on, let me go ahead and make this a little bit smaller again. We're going to, in line 6, set our seed so that we can duplicate our results if we so desire. And now we're going to create our data partition. In other words, we're going to divide our data set into a training set and a test set. We've done this several times. And so it's going to be based on whether or not they're married. That's what the y equals males $married means. And we're going to do 70-30. So 70% will be in the training set, 30% in the test set. And we don't want a list. That's why it's set to false. So we just run that. And then we're going to create our training set. So any row that was inside the entrain object will be used as training, and anything that was not in there will be used as testing. So that's what's happening there. Now, just for visualization purposes, we're going to look at the categorical variables and some of the continuous variables as well. So here's our first one in line 11, prop.table. And so you can see right here down at the bottom that in the data set, about 44% were married, 56 were not. And so in terms of whether or not they belong to a union, 25% do not belong to a union. 75% do. Now this is if their wages are set by collective bargaining. Ethnicity, you can see we got other, black and Hispanic there. Industry, you can see we have lots of choices for industry here. Agriculture, mining, construction, trade, etc. Health, so whether or not they have, I believe it's health, they have a health problem, so you can see almost nobody's sick, 98% said no. Residency, so where they live, rural, northeast, north, central, etc. And then of course we have occupation, what they do, so professional, managers, etc. These are all things. Now in lines 18, 19, and 20, we take a look at some of the continuous data here using histograms. Oops, excuse me. All right, there we go. So this is how much training they have. This is their years of experience here. And this one right here is their wages. So we're all set. We're now ready to go ahead and use this data that has been prepared to create our model. Our first model will be using the one-row algorithm. So we will see you in the next video. So my name is Darren Thomas. I'm the Director of Educational Research Techniques. This is easier, practical applications of machine learning algorithms in R. Take care.